The comments have hurt and my husband has limited contact with his family until they stop with that nonsense, as he said. The problem is, my daughter is currently the only grandchild and my mother-in-law is dying. As her dying request, she asked that we throw a big party for my daughter's first birthday. I shut this down immediately because she has never really interacted with people outside of the household, so she's really fussy. She has seen my parents very often, and it still took her a good 30 minutes before she let them touch her when we saw them for the new year. So imagine trying to do a birthday party for her with 20 plus people she doesn't really see. I told all of this to my mother-in-law, but instead of being understanding, she's upset. And has bad-mouthed me to her family. She said even a year later, I'm still trying to keep my daughter all to myself. My husband, because he loves his mother dearly and she is dying, said that maybe we should just do the party and get it over with. I told him that it's not happening because I'm not forcing my daughter into a situation where she will be uncomfortable just for the sake of others. He says we'll handle anything that happens, but we all know damn well it's going to be me handling everything. I will be the one to deal with an inconsolable infant because in a new situation like that she won't let him touch her. I will be the one who has to deal with family, who don't understand boundaries, trying to touch or hold her, which would only upset her more. This party is too much trouble for what it's worth. My husband agreed, apologized and dropped it. But his family is very pissed that I hid the pregnancy, and refused to carry out the dying wish of a grandma who wants to celebrate the life of at least one of her grandchildren before she passes. But his family was very cruel to me when I suffered my miscarriage, so they have no right to be mad that I hid this pregnancy. When my baby died, his family commented saying that if I was a good mother my son would still be here. Or if I was a good mother, I wouldn't have let him die. I would have given my life for him if I was a good mother like that. And things got worse when my husband and I got married because now they were asking themselves why my husband married a woman who couldn't even protect his child. Or why would he want to marry the woman who unalived his child? Why would he marry someone who couldn't have his child? Stuff like that, and if we had told them and I lost her then they would have been right. On the day of the funeral, my mother-in-law said it's so devastating to have to see such a small casket. They're mad about something that is entirely their own fault. If they had been supportive of me during that time instead of making rude comments, I wouldn't have had to keep this a secret from them. Anyway, we ended up compromising with a small party of 10 people, which my mother-in-law agreed to. This should have been a red flag because the woman never compromises, it's either her way or no way, and it always has been. She hosted the party at her house where there were more than 30 people. The party was awful since my mother-in-law had changed everything I wanted for my daughter. Everything was Minnie Mouse themed, even though my daughter doesn't even like that. She changed her dress to a Minnie Mouse one, which she was fussing with the whole day, and changed the cake order to a Minnie Mouse decoration. My daughter wasn't happy with her party and me and my husband felt very disrespected that we decided to compromise with them, only to get ignored. We were supposed to stay for the weekend, but after that disaster, we left early. My husband got tons of calls and messages from his family saying that he wasn't raised that way and we were the disrespectful ones. When his mom said he should have never married me, he went off. He yelled that she was dead to him and he didn't give a damn about her anymore. He said, F you, and F the rest of the family. Don't contact me again. His mother passed away last week. His family called him the week before to come see her because she had gotten sick and wasn't going to bounce back, but he flat out refused. When his mother did pass, I tried to convince him to go to her funeral for closure, but he told me no. I said he might regret not going, but he stuck to his no and didn't go. He told me that if he does regret it in the future he'll go to her grave, but now the only reason he would go to her grave would be to dance on it.